Okay, Linux. So have you practiced on Linux user management concept? You got it right? Okay. Okay, guys. Have you tried that script execution working fine? But why not work mine yesterday? Okay, no problem. Let me launch one server quickly. So guys, from Monday onwards, we can discuss project for 2 days and we can start GCP. Okay. GCP is very important. Come after AWS. At this time, I'm saying only at this time. So Wednesday onwards, GCP will start. Okay. See, whatever user management is, no need to worry more. But commands we just practice. Group command. Now we discuss group concept today. Just a minute. Okay. Yeah. So login as a EC2 user. Login as a EC2 user. And okay. Okay. Guys, and very important thing. If I want to install something, packages, okay, I just use minstall and install the packages. Okay. And if I want to install from EC2-user, EC2-user, what I can do? su hyphen first login as a EC2-user. Here we need to be use a sudo. Clear? So I'm okay. Again, switch to root, exit, switch to root. I'm inside the root. Even you can use sudo su hyphen also, no problem. Now, guys, I'm going to create one user. Okay. How to create a user? User add, give the username. So I'm creating here user one. Okay. User one. Let's log in as a user one. So as this is a console, you can easily log in as a user one without password, right or not? But if you log in from third party tool, password authentication is required. In this case, user one PEM file is not works. So you need to be enable inside the configuration file, SSHD configuration file, password authentication true. Then you can log in from external also. Now I'm login as a user one, not required password. It will be bypassed when you log in from console itself. Let's just wait. Let me. Okay. Okay, so I have login as a user one. Okay, now tell me guys, I login as a user one. Is it possible to install any packages or not? If I run m install nginx for example -y, is it possible to run? No. Now, is it possible to run? Hmm? User one asking password. So password is not generated, right? So what I can do, skip here and go to root. Let's generate a password for user one. Clear? So here, let's run same command. So it will ask password, right? Now you can give. I have given password. What is the error next? User one is not in the sudoers file. In the Linux, we have a sudoers file, guys. In the sudoers file, if I add a users list, those users only can use sudo command before. Clear now? So for example, if I don't have any control, everyone can use any packages, everyone can delete any packages, right? Simply using sudo, everyone can use right before. But where we can provide a control in the file, who can do this? Root only. So if I create a user, if I add a user into my sudoers file, user can run any packages. I mean, user can use sudo command. Clear now? Yeah. So in this case, so let's go to here. So vi sudoers file we can open. Let me show you where it is. I have already updated for your reference. Vi sudoer. Hmm. Okay, here only. Let me add one more copy last also, or if you required. Okay, so now where I should go? Vi etc sudoers. Okay, let's go and check from where, root or user? Root only. So here I need to add user one details. See, you can see here root. Allow root to run any commands anywhere. Only root is only there, right? If I add here user one, same you can give all equal to all. So your task is, huh? Sorry. Okay, okay, sorry. Yeah, your work is today. User is able to run any command now after this. Now you can add user want to run only specific command only by using sudo. Understand? For example, m install nginx -y. User want to run only, user has to run only m install nginx -y only by using sudo, not all commands. How to do it, you can explore. Clear? Now user is able to run anything, but user want to run specific command only by using sudo. Okay, try that. Instead of giving all, you can give that specific command only. That's it only. You can try. Okay, done, right? So now you can simply go here. Yeah, root only, right? Now go to user one. Here, user one. Let's use the sudo. See, able to install or not? No. Yeah, like that we can control. But here you can see. Sorry. Here you can see. Only root can see. User one can see. But where is EC2 user? But still EC2 user is able to use sudo or not? EC2 user still able to use sudo commands. But how, from where it will be work? Hmm? So this is the path, guys. This is initializing user. This is initializing user. sudo.d 90 cloud init user. Init user means initializing time it will be created. Clear? This path. Initializing time it will call this, and so by default ECD user also can run the same commands by using sudo. No password required. At the time of it will ask password, right? Even you can add here also no password. No password all. It won't ask any password. Clear? This is sudoers. How it can work. Now I'm the root, right? So clear till here. How sudo command can use users. Okay. So let's understand now. So my end, let me log in this server one more time. So no class tomorrow. Okay. Sorry. su-EC2-user. Let me log in like this. Now log in as a three users. This is EC2-user. This is root. This is user one. Clear now? Now root point of view. User one EC2 users comes under others or groups. Hmm? Others or groups. EC2 user is not part of root group, right? User 1 also not part of root group, just created users only. So if I do anything now, any action, for example, if I create a root will create a, so root will create a file. Same like yesterday. So this file can use based on the permission for other users. So how to check the permission? ls hyphen l, ls hyphen l or la. So this file owner is what? Root. Permissions for others what? Read only. Clear, read only. Now this file, if I add some content and other user can, sorry, not here, right? Sorry, it's my bad. I should create into the temporary directory ls. So create a file, touch file one. So ls hyphen l. So file one is what? Permissions? Read only. Let's add some content inside the file one. Okay. And now let's go and switch to EC2 user and temporary. You can see now file one is here. So let's try to read file one. So I'm able to read, right? Why? Read permission is there. Let's write this. Permission denied. User one also we can check. So cat double rather than file one. Permission denied. Why? Okay. Let's come now. What we can do in the root end, I'll give the permissions for this file. I'm giving the permissions for this file chmod 774 file one. Okay. So full permissions there for group, full permissions there for who create a file one user, but other users still read only. This time you can see permission denied, right? Permission denied, right? Yeah. Why? These two users comes under other users, not part of any group. That's what still these two users only read, not write. Clear? So what we can do now? What we can do? I can give a permissions for write also. 6. Now this time EC2 user can able to do something. Okay. Like same user one also can do something. Right or not? Yeah. So this is users permission, users and others. Pending is what? Groups. Clear now? Who can create a group? Who can add a group? Root only by default. So how to create a group? First of all, check the groups, existing groups. How to check the groups? Simply you can give ID root. For root user, root group. See, user ID, group ID, groups. I mean, root group inside no one is participating. Group inside the group, root only there. If you create any user in the Linux, user will create and same time group also will create with respect to. Okay. Okay. In this case, check user and also ID, or you can check user one also I have created, right? ID user one. Yeah. This is user ID, user group ID, user group. User group only user is there, no one is there. Clear or not? Same. If I go for root, Root group also only root is there. So what I can do, if I add user into root group, how to add? User mod -az root user one. Understand? User one is participating into root group also. If you do like this, this is the command there here. The list of the commands already updated. Okay. User mod -ag user one user two. So here user two is going to be added into user one group. Clear? In this case, user one is going to be added into root group. Clear? Okay. Let's check now ID user one. See, user one group in root inside also user one is participating. Unsay. So user one is participating into user one group plus root group. This is the meaning. If you check ID root is not participating into any other group. Understand what I'm trying to say? User one is participating into root group. So you can see user one group inside only root is there. But root is a admin, right? No need to participate in any other group. Understand? Yeah. Now you can check the permissions. Group is there, right? User is there. Other user also there. So now let's check now the permissions. The file is file one is there, right? Ch mod user mod to create a group, ch mod to give a permissions. 770 file one means what? Full permissions for user and group, 0 permissions for others. Let's go and check. So EC2 user comes under group or others. Let's read a file then. Permission denied. 0 permission given, right? Coming to user cat. What? So this time, just refresh only. Let's log in one more time. User one na? cd temp cat file one. See, this time able to read. It's a cache issue. Sometime you can just refresh only. Now, am I able to modify also? Yes, the reason full permissions I have. Okay. Clear the concept now? How to give permissions and all? Yeah. And we have a one more method. Okay. So cd temp, I'm creating a touch file 2. Okay. ls -l File to only read operations are there. Okay, for others and groups. But root, here see who is the owner of this? Root. So we can change the owner here. We can change the owner. The command is ch own. Change the owner permission to, I'm giving user1 is a user ID. User1 is a group ID. Both you have to give. And give the file name. Done, right? Now you can give the same command ls-l. See, owner updated as a user1, right? Still root also work like a shadow admin. I mean, so shadow owner means user1 officially we can see, but still root can do anything. Understand? Now, though permissions are read only for group permission is what? Read. User1 is a part of root, group of root. So in this case, user1 permission is what? Only read, right? But still able to modify. Why? So owner. No need to think for these permissions. If I give user permission, directly owner change. Clear? So you can do anything. Delete a file, create a file. And also root also can do parallelly. Root just given a permission for user means, for example, IAM user. If you create a, okay, if I give admin access to user, root can do anything, right? Even though same here also. So this is users management, users and groups and all, and how to use the sudo file and all. Clear? But you can focus just commands only. This concept in real time very rare, even though where we can use these concepts mostly, guys. Huh? Linux administration and this users management concept where we can use mostly. Correct. For example, system users process we can use. If you install a Jenkins, automatically Jenkins system user will be installed in your Linux server. So not when you become a TL. Yeah, mostly. So Jenkins user is running inside your server. Jenkins want to perform anything, sudo commands and something. So by default, Jenkins is not part of sudo file. We can add Jenkins into sudo's file. So Jenkins pipeline inside Jenkins is able to run any commands. Okay. Same Docker also will create a Docker user by default. If you add a Docker user into root group, Docker user is able to run a Docker commands directly. So where we can use these areas. Okay. At that time again I will discuss. You don't worry. Jenkins concept will come. Docker concept will come. This is just for just for understanding what is group, what is user concepts only. So these are the Linux commands, guys. We need to be focused in cloud and DevOps engineers. If any command will come, we can easily learn. Not required any prerequisites to understand the command. Command just you can copy paste only. Okay. So any questions on SSH? SSH also discussed it already. Yeah. So public, for example, inside VPC, two servers will be communicating means through SSH only. Okay, SSH you can connect private IP of the server. If both servers are running different VPC, peering has to be established. Okay. Okay. CLI commands are different, Linux commands are different. CLI commands to work with cloud resources. Copy command. Here copy command is different. Here copy command inside Linux only copy the file one place to other place. But EC2 CLI commands copy the file one resource to other resource and all. CLI clear, right? Command line interface. See, simply you can go to ChatGPT and ask most use cases CLI commands like this. So just practice. So easy to describe, easy to start, easy to stop. These are not Linux commands, CLI commands. Copy command, IAM user, list of your users, create user, VMs, all you can practice. Even by using ChatGPT, you can easily learn everything else. As I said. So this is Google Cloud Storage. So we have to place here AWS only, right? Understand? If you want to copy the file from one place to other place using CP command only, CLI. But here using AWS. Here S3. GCP also bucket is bucket name only. Same like AWS like storage. We'll start in GCP classes soon. Okay. And guys, clear Linux commands and all. So if required, I will show one by one quickly. All commands. GitHub not one day, 8 days. GitHub is very important tool. Many people can think Git is very light, but Git is very powerful tool, very danger tool. Compared to all the tools, Git is only guys. Lot of escalations, escalate from in IT because of Git only. If you're not handled in proper way, everything will collapse. So Git is very important. That's what here Git we are going to be learn 7 or 8 days. If you are having a strong knowledge in Git, if you can join any organization, first we have to clone the repositories, set up a repositories environment and all. That is very important. SSH keygen. That's what I'm saying. SSH keygen is a command. It will create a key where you can copy the key that will work. It will connect through SSH if both target source and same VPC. A different VPC means peering need to be established. Already done that same concept. VPC peering concept. Yeah. Okay. So, and let's go to the Linux again. So guys, if you want to check the users details, users with users and group complete details, you have to go cat etc passwd. You can see the users details. See, Nginx also running as a user, see. And now EC2 user, recently created user one. So here we can see user IDs will be updated, right? If you create one more user, 1002 will be updated. Let me check. Let me create one more user. You can come from here. User add user 2. So you can give cat etc pswd user 2 also updated. Check the list of users, and this is the path where the user is located. Okay, this is user ID, group ID. You can give key cat etc groups also. Groups or group. Let's see. We can see the list of groups. These are all individual groups only, right? See inside root, user one also there. Clear? User one separate group also there, and user one is participating into root group. Cat etc groups. Command is cat etc group only, not groups. Cat etc password you can see. User details with IDs. Even you can run ID user to ID command also. Also you can see directly. Clear? Hmm? Okay. So let's start the process little different now. So guys, I'm going to deploy Python application into my EC2 server. So Python application, in a way, we have to be focused on deployment process, not on the code and all. Anyway, my end, there is no big code. Just to understand, I'm taking a sample Python Flask application. Guys, Flask is anyone knows what is Flask? Python Flask? Hmm? Framework, very good. Python Flask is a framework, front-end framework. Yeah. So just we can understand from today, okay, what is Python, how we can deploy, what is Java. So let's focus something, okay? So guys, this is sample code. Just this code, I'm using Flask module. Okay. See, I'm calling a Flask and just give a return something. Flask same application response only. Okay. And this code, this application runs on which port number? 5000 port number. If I give 80, 80 port number, it will run. If I give 3000, 3000 port number, it will run. Understand? So code inside, developers will write a code and also added a details of port number. Clear now? So now if I want to access this application in my SG groups, I need to enable a 5000 port number. Clear? Okay. So, and very important thing guys, let's go to Paint now. Okay. Yeah. So this is my AWS EC2 server. AWS EC2 server. And this is my laptop. Okay. So I have developed a code Python and push this code into GitHub. Understand? The code we can place into remote repository, that is GitHub only. GitHub. Okay. And now developer push this code, and before that developer run application in their local laptop. Already ran. It's working fine. Then they can push this code into GitHub. Now you need to clone this application into server. Inside server, you need to be run a Python application like local. Run Python application. Once Python application is run, you can give access to user for this application. Depend whatever code. This is simple code only, just I'm saying. User can access public IP of the server. Clear now? Now this application, to run this application, first we have to follow a few instructions. Set up a environment. Which environment? Python environment. Why? This is Python code. Set up a Python environment. Okay, set up a Python environment to run Python code. Clear? But in developer laptop already install Python. That's what is able to run. But this is simple server, so we have to be install all the things, right? So we have to be install all the things. In this case, okay, setup environment means what? Install Python. This is point number 1. Okay, and very important thing after install Python to run a code, install dependencies. Okay, dependencies. These dependencies, without install dependencies, if you execute this code, code will throw an error. There are some dependencies. I don't know which dependencies. So any code, guys, this is the process. Any code, Node.js or Java, Python, first install environment, add dependencies, run a code. Understand what I'm trying to say? Add dependencies. So add environment, install dependencies, run a Python code. 3 steps only. Okay. Let's understand. The first command is m install Python. This is for environment. Okay. Now install dependencies. Dependencies for what? Python. Understand or not? Need to install also second command. Let me write here. Install Python application dependencies. So guys, in Python code, if you want to install any dependencies, we are using pip command. Package manager to install dependencies for Python. Clear now? In this case, I need to install Python plus pip also. So if you run this command, I mentioned Python 3 pip. Both pip can install, Python can install. And now install dependencies of Python by using pip command. Clear till here? After installation done, run a code. Clear now? Run a code. Now, so this will okay. This will okay. Pip command, guys. So let's go and run first. I will show you in the practical so that you will get a better clarity. This is my Linux server. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, that show directly in the practical you will get a better clarity. My code is there in where? GitHub. First you can, so for this day just learn two commands for Git, and Git classes will focus more. M install git -y command is to install a Git. Guys, this is Amazon Linux. If it is Ubuntu apt get, you have to install apt. Git install, right? Now you are able to run Git commands. Guys, if you want to take a code from GitHub repository, git clone and go to the repository. So click on the project repository. Okay, simply you can come. This is my repository. Click on this here, or you can, I'm going to share to you. You just simply run git clone command. Hey, why do we have a class today? Huh? Your mood is not good. Today is for Friday, right? Then is there any festival today? Oh, you thought Saturday today? Come on. We are having only 2 holidays, Saturday, Sunday. If they give Friday also, competition is very good. Okay. Already 4 days work week in Europe, but working hours not 8 hours, right? 12 hours. Torture. This is the best. This method is. Okay, git clone and give my GitHub repository URL. Clone, right? So this is HTTPS method. You don't focus much on Git now. Just install Git, clone the repository. 2 commands only. That's it for today for the Git. Git clone, give the URL, what I have shared in the group. That's it. Now ls. I want to switch to this project. Which command I can use? cd command. I'm able to see these many documents in my project repository. Here Python code, guys. Usually the code file name they mention app.py. Usually, universal name. You can mention anything, but dot extension is important. .py is important for Python code. That is a mandatory one. Name your wish. App.py, test.py, your wish. .py is a mandatory. How to read this file now? Use the cat or v. If you want to do modification, go for va. Just read only cat. Okay. Yeah, this is a file. You can see the better view here. Response is what? Flask sample application. If I run this code, I will get a response. Flask sample application return. See, a return. Okay, return method. So now if I access the public IP, it should be route this application and give a response Flask sample application. This is Flask framework. Okay. It is running on which port number? 5000. Okay. So now what I am going to do, my end, first step is what? M install. I'm going to install Python 3 pip. Yes. So pip install Python also install. Pip for what? Install Python dependent. This is Python code, right? Okay, cool. Now I just install a Python environment. I'm going to run a code directly without adding dependencies. Okay. How to run code? How to run Python code? Python 3 or Python, depends on the version. App.py. Give tab. If you want to run a Python code, you can give Python and file name. If the dependencies and everything is good, you are able to run an application. I'm getting an error. What is error? Import Flask, no module name Flask. Inside your application, you are using a Flask module, but you are not install dependencies here in the server. Server is unable to call Flask application, unable to run Flask application here. So in this case, what I need to do? Install Flask. The command is pip install Flask. See, as I said, pip command is for package manager for Python, right? When I install this command, yeah, Java Maven. Just wait, please focus here. Huh? Don't confuse, just focus here. I have installed what? Flask. When you run, guys, pip command, when you run pip command, pip install something, Flask or something, any dependency, the request will go to package manager repository for Python, that is py.py. Okay, so py. This is the repository where the Python packages are located. How to extract the packages? By using pip command. When you run a pip command, the request will go to directly Python repository, pip repository. There you can see the different modules. Let's go there. pypi.org. This is the repository for if you want to install any packages, you need to be installed from here only. So just give Flask. See, Flask application is taken from here only. When you run pip install Flask, the request will go to from your server to repository by using pip. It will clone into your inside the server. Clear? And now let's see here. If I want to add 10 dependencies, pip install dependency 1, pip install dependency 2, pip install dependency 3, how difficult it is? So we have a file in Python to add dependencies, requirements.txt. Okay, requirements.txt. This file you can add inside dependencies. Let's see here, requirement.txt inside. Only Flask is there. Requirement.txt file, text file, where we can add dependencies for your Python. In this code, only Flask dependencies. So Flask only added. If you want to add different dependency, you can add MySQL, for example. MySQL dependency. Like that, you can add a list of dependencies. Understand? So, okay. Now, I'm going to be installing dependencies. I have already installed by using pip command, right? Only one module is required, so I have installed directly using pip. If it is a 10, add a 10 dependencies into requirement.txt and install pip install -r requirement.txt. -r means recursive. Any dependency, sub dependencies are there, it will be installed. Already. Why? I have already installed. Understand? Install dependencies, you can use pip install directly dependency name or add a dependency inside the requirement.txt file and run the requirement.txt file. The test file inside all dependencies will be installed. Okay, now see, pip install requirements.txt. Okay, pip install requirements.txt. So in the requirement.txt, this is the file, just understand. Okay, so here if I add a Flask, MySQL, AWS CLI, whatever, if you like that list, we can add. When you run this, the request will go to from here to PyPI, same process instead of one to one. Okay, so now my environment is ready, dependency is also ready. Can I run the code? Yeah. How to run a code? Huh? Python 3 app.py. See, my application is running. Okay, my application is running. Directly interact to terminal or not? See, I'm unable to access terminal. It is, see, Python application process is running directly interact to your terminal. So if you want to access, how to access? IP address, port number is what? 5000. Flask sample application. Same code only right inside. Clear? So, and very important thing, I'm able to access Flask sample application. Now, if I give Control C, application will stop. It is interacting to your EC2 terminal. That's what we are installing some process manager tools. Understand? So that process manager tool run a application background, not interact with the terminal. Gunicon. We have some, process management tools for Python and Java. So when you install that, process will run the background only, not to interact to server. Still it is keep on running. Now until give control C, this one also run. Even we can run some Linux command also. The Linux command is, if you can see, no hoop command. No hoop command will work if I run this. Okay, see, yeah, process is running here. Now you can see control C, no problem. Let's go and access now. Able to access. No hoop means no hang up. No hang up to terminal. Linux command, no hang up. If any process it is interacting to terminal, you can run no hoop command. No hoop Python 3 app.py. So run a application not to hang up into the terminal, run background. But in real time, production environment, developers are using some process management tools to run the background. Okay. Yeah, see, if any dependencies will come, that's what you have to be add in the git and push. Again, the Jenkins will run. Jenkins process will come into the picture, deployment process. That's what CI/CD, right? If any new changes will push by developers into Git, Jenkins automatically clone, Jenkins automatically run this code. Jenkins is nothing but whatever the things you are doing manually, that will be taken care of in the script itself only. One by one, one by one, one by one. Very easy, don't worry. Clear how to deploy Python application? Any Python code, same process only. 3 commands, add dependencies, create environment, add dependencies, run a Python code. Our focus is about deploy process, not to develop process. If something is code is wrong, your developer will take care, not you. Understand? For example, now this is the application where the vi app.py. So you can change the port number, you can run With respect to port number, you can access 5000, right? You can change through 2000, 3000. With respect to IP, you can go 5000, 3000 like this. Clear? I'm going to add. So after these three commands, yeah, you can use. Guys, for example, I'm directly giving access to users. So this is not a good practice to directly use your application where it is running the server IP to public, right? Right or not? Then how to give the access in secure way? Load balancer. We are using like a one proxy that will redirect request into backend. Clear or not? That will redirect into backend. So it will give a response. And guys, also we can use Nginx server. I'm going to add a few things, guys. If you're trying to understand, it's okay. Then leave it. Instead of leave the things I'm going to cover. So you don't consider like DevOps is difficult, cloud is difficult means simply I can show now 4 Linux commands, 2 EC2 server, 1 EC2 server, 1 VPC, 1 RDS done AWS means you may feel easy. Understand? But definitely you are in the trouble only. At this time you may easy, but once you join any organization, the way they are giving tasks are completely different, guys. Here, if you do hard work only, maybe you feel like once you get a job, my work, nothing is there here. Why my trainer is discuss so many things? You may feel also. Depends on your task given by you, your TL and project. Some cases, maybe you, if you may get, if you may get, yes, Shruti is saying real time, it may be difficult. Okay, yeah, we don't know the situation is. So better to prepare first. If I'm giving you some tasks now, if you're able to do is good. Whatever I'm going to cover here, enough. Tasks are add-on advantage. Don't take a stress, please. Just cool, prepare like a cool. Don't think in negative way. Don't take stress here. Okay, just spend some time. If your mood is good, open a laptop or go to movie. Okay, but why I'm saying every day don't take a stress. That's very not good. That is not good for your health. Understand? Just be cool, peaceful, and open a laptop. Try to understand. If you are unable to understand, close the laptop. And again, take someone help. I'm unable to complete. How you complete the task? Can you please guide me also? Take a help and do it. Or try to spend time 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hours by using ChatGPT and all. If you're able to complete, is fine. But don't take stress. Others are completing. Why I'm unable to complete? And something. Shruti is getting shoulder pain also because of stress. Yes, guys. See, you know one thing. In my company, same. I'm just saying a sample, guys. If my TL, I'm the TL now, so no problem. Before case, my TL is used to give a task one by one, one by one, one by one. I'm unable to complete. I'm not understanding even PySpark coding and all at the time. Simply, I tried just 1 hour, the morning 12 to 1. But I'm unable to, my mood is not good. I'm unable to solve the issues and all. Simply close the laptop. My health is not good for 2 days. I'm not able to join. Simple. So when the stress, if you are feel like a stress, immediately close the laptop. Otherwise, it will leads to your health issues. Simply ping to group. Sorry, my health is not good. I'll let you know when I back in my work. Close the laptop 2-3 days. Again, fourth day, someone complete the task. And I just background I'm checking with anyone is doing this task. Okay, someone is completed, or I'm saying, hey, I'm back to work. At least you have to manage like that only. Some cases, okay. Not now, it's long ago. Here also, if my manager is planning to give a big task list for me, okay, better to take a leave. 2 days, 3 days. Don't take stress. The problem is, guys, if you feel stress, you may create a disturbance in your family. Your mother says something, you may, in different direction, you may react because of this stress. Because of this stress. Okay. Job is just part of your life. Job is nothing. Job is not for everything. Earning money, you have so many ways, guys. Seriously. See, if you can see now, even tea shop persons are earning crores, right? Tea shop, just chai shops persons are earning crores without any. Yes, why I'm saying tiffin shops, tiffin center, hotels, they're earning more. We have a lot of ways. You just think yourself, be cool, which platform I need to choose. That's it only. After all the thing, whatever you can think, hotel, something, whatever business and all, finally, okay, all are not good for me, only for training, or taking a training from DevOps and all, we can see in the software field like that, then you can come here. But don't, you know, once you are taking a training from here and don't think for Python, Java, and don't think for business, just stick on one thing only. Understand? Then you can decide, okay, this is correct or not for me. No problem, only 4 months, right? You don't need to worry for 4 years, 5 years. So just 4 months, nothing will happen. Just at least you learn something here. But whoever getting a jobs, they are also not, they don't know anything. Like you only, that you need to understand. If I get a, yesterday I got a some task. I don't know how to do that. Check in ChatGPT, check in Google. I'm taking help from 3 years experience person yesterday. We don't know, right? Maybe he worked that area. I haven't worked till now that area. So if I take a stress, yeah, if I yeah, if I take a stress, that will be create a other stress, disturbances, not good, guys, not good. Be cool, spend time with your friends and movies and also work. Like that only you can do. If your company is not good, you can just switch the company, no problem. Not for package, guys. Everything is not a package. Work also good. Work environment is very important. Work-life balance is not there. If they give 50 lakhs also, no use. Understand or not? Hospital bill, 50 lakhs will go. So that's what I'm seeing the people. So don't take stress. And others are working in Amazon company, Apple company. I will also get a job in Apple. Don't think like that. Now, if you're earning a 10 lakhs or 5 lakhs, 6 lakhs, no problem. Okay. Yeah. So guys, we have a process, Nginx process, guys. We are using load balancer, right? Nginx process also same work like a load balancer. Reverse proxy. Reverse proxy means what here? I'm going to cover more topics. If you are able to handle, you can take it. Otherwise, just listen only. Okay, don't take stress. That's what I'm saying. Okay, so here is my laptop. Okay, if I'm going to access the application, the backend application, for example, here application is running, Flask application is running in this server. Okay, let's take 192.168.1.2. Okay, now I'm not, see here what I'm trying to do. Yeah, see, I'm not going to give directly backend public IP to end users. I needed someone to take care the redirect the request into server and again take the request and redirect into user like a proxy. Take the request and take the request and send back. Reverse proxy means take the response and again give to the client. Work like a proxy and take and reverse proxy. In this case, we use what? Instead of directly giving server access, use a load balancer in between, either private server or public server. Load balancer target group is send traffic to here and able to take it, right or not? Same the process, we can use third-party tools also. Like Nginx is a third-party process. It's not like AWS process. So this Nginx process also runs same like a reverse proxy. Like a load balancer. Okay. So I will show you in the ChatGPT otherwise. See how to learn this concept. Okay. So now simply go to here in the ChatGPT. What you need to do? Uh, my application is run. My Python application is running. My Python application running. Need to configure Nginx reverse proxy. See, it is giving for Ubuntu apt install, for Amazon Linux or Red Hat CentOS m install. Okay, so let's do it. Nginx reverse proxy configuration. Install Nginx first. So this is the path. Nano or M, sorry, VA. Okay, so cool guys. What I'm going to do, first install where your Python application is running. Install Nginx. Let's check first Python application is running or not. Okay, running, right? So let's install Nginx. Okay, M install Nginx -y. Oh, already there. Huh? Okay, very good. Next, which path I should go? This path. Okay, this path. So Nano also you can use, VA also you can use. Both are same. But compared to Nano, VA is a little bit. Okay, let me show you Nano also. Here, I need to be copy the enter this process. Okay, just simply paste it. Next is what? Here you need to be change your IP and port number. My port number is 5000 only, right? Let's copy. It is running on which port number? 5000, right? See now. Paste. Oh. Clear? Next, how to save this? Control X, S and enter. Control X, S and enter. Y. S means Y. Yeah. Next is what? Okay. Test the Nginx. HTTP are given, HTTPS are given. Then no problem. My response is not working HTTPS, right? Successfully configured. Let's go. Just run these commands only. And now restart after update the thing. Extra slash is there. Is it? After IP given extra slash, huh? Let's check. Where it is? Oh, sorry. Yeah. Insert. Wait. Control X. No. Okay. Let's go for VI better. See, VA is better view. Let's go to here. Here only, right? insert. Clear now? Okay, you can restart. Restart. Okay, let's see now. Done this process. Now you can access. Now you can access IP address without 5000. Accessing or not? It is running on which port number? Nginx is always 80 port number. Request is going to be Nginx. Nginx is redirecting into where your Flask application is running. Clear now? And Nginx domain name, you can give different DNS record also. Understand now? If you give Nginx domain and DNS record, the request will go to Nginx DNS record that will be redirecting into your where the application is running. Clear? This is the process also we can do. And see, you may get it out. How to add multiple server IPs. Like load balancer also support multiple server IPs, right? It will give a list multiple server IPs also. If you want to configure Nginx as a reverse proxy to handle multiple backend servers, like example load balancer. So what you can do, see, add a list of servers. On premises I'm talking about. So you can also implement. Now my Nginx is point out to one server only, right? Create two more servers. Same application server only, right? Now same applications running three servers. How Nginx will be redirect request work like a load balancer. See, add here list of IPs. And now listen it always Nginx is 80. And just you can run. That's it only. So always Nginx server domain name. Whatever domain name you are going to give for server, that domain route 53, right? So that domain name is redirecting into these three servers with help of Nginx. If you are interested, you can do this task or leave it. Already we have done load balancer point of view, right? This is one more way Nginx without cloud help. Yeah, this is most cost effective than load balancer, but it's not managing service, right? Health checks and all, see timeout and all we have to take care here. Okay. If you're interested, you can explore. If you're having any doubt, let me know. Okay. Clear? So here, just whatever Nginx, just you have to be give your proxy here only. Which backend? See backend server, right? Which backend server your Nginx 80 has to be, redirect. So here you can use Java application, Python application, anything backend server. Nginx is taking care of the background. So if you give the domain name here or IP, it will be redirect. Clear? But application is running not 80 port number right now. Application is running in where? 5000 port number. Understand? Okay, stop it already. What happened? Okay. My Python application is stopped. I think so. Let's check now. Same IP, huh? Let's go to all running, right? Then why it is stop? Connection timeout 60 seconds. But connection timeout, it will be just if you are unable to access only, it will give connection timeout. But why it is not working now? Copy. Okay, this is working, but reverse proxy. Three 208.19167. Okay. So 208.19. This is the port number. Let's access now. Take the public IP. Copy. Okay. Accessing. So like that you can do it. Even if you want load balancer before also, we can put one more Nginx reverse proxy. This double layer like that. Load balancer URL you can keep in the Nginx inside. You can do it like that also we can do. Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. So we don't have class tomorrow. So next class will be on Monday. I'm going to give you tasks on Linux. Okay. You can just do it. Bye.